Shalom to the royal priesthood, KD84 once again. Some could look at this as much of a lesson, but before I begin, I want to give all praises to Yahawah by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kadash. Much honors to the true elders of Yasharallah who taught me this truth and teaching the hopeful elect on a day-in-a-day basis. May the elders of Yasharallah be blessed with strength and vitality so the hopeful elect could continue to be edified and woken up. Shalom. Now I just wanted to give my thoughts into my recent absence in regards to a couple of streams. It's been brought to my attention that people have been wondering why I haven't been over there as much, or I haven't been on those streams. It's really due to the topic that's being discussed at hand, and I thought about something. I thought about something real deep, and it just brings me back to my center that me accepting crumbs from the enemy is actually letting the enemy off the hook, which is what I do not want to do. Now, it's funny that even I myself have made this mistake. And this is what I'm going to stop doing from here on out. I'm going to stop giving Edomite Supremacy credit for everything done to us, when it is not who we need to look at. Because Edomite Supremacy is really a hammer of punishment to the children of Israel. When I finally realized that I was pointing a finger at Edomite Supremacy, how much in error I really was. And this is what I sadly overlooked. It's like I caught myself saying, oh, Edomite Supremacy is responsible for this. But I overlooked this very simple group of verses right here, which I'm going to pull up right here in Genesis. Genesis 1 verse 1. In the beginning, Yahawah created the heaven and the earth. Verse 3. And Yahawah said, let there be light, and there was light. Verse 4. And Yahawah saw the light, that it was good, and Yahawah divided the light from the darkness. So the very source that is responsible for this so-called darkness, which I equate this to so-called Edomite Supremacy, the very one responsible for this so-called this hammer of darkness, which is Edomite Supremacy, is Yahawah himself. It just seems like everybody is so busy pointing a finger at Edomite Supremacy, myself included, and I raise my hand of guilt, as I am guilty of doing that as well, but from this day forward, no more. And this is what people refuse to understand. Edomite Supremacy is just an arm of punishment from Yahawah. There is no Edomite Supremacy without Yahawah. That's another point that needs to be made. So Edomite supremacy really caused nothing. It was all Yahawah. And I'm going to back it up with this. I'm going to back up with this verse in Isaiah. One of my favorite ones right here. And this is by far the classic reminder right here. Isaiah 45 verse 7. And it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahawah, do all these things. See that right there? See that right there? That proves right there that without the permission of Yahawah, Edomite supremacy do not exist. Which proves once again it is Yahawah who controls all things. And Yahawah is also the same source that is allowing the spirit of this reparation push being poured up on the earth. And what most folks, even some that I know real close, don't even know that they're being tested thoroughly right now. This is a test being passed down from Yahawah to his children. This is a test being pushed up on his people. He is the one responsible for the spirit of this reparation push, not Edomite supremacy. He is the one that is pushing the wheat and the tares process forward. So from here on out, I will no longer give credit to Edomite supremacy when it's our Father Yahawah the entire time. You see right there, folks? People say that, oh, I'm too proud and I got too much pride to admit when I'm wrong. Well, here I am, KD84, telling you and admitting to you when I'm wrong. But my opposition to the reparation crumbs remains the same. Because my main focus is the kingdom. And I'm not moving up on this rock. I'm not moving off this rock. No matter what folks say. No matter how many folks say that I'm foolish for taking my position and taking my stance. Now, I will say this. I thought Chris Rod Media TV, I thought CH38 and Michael Ben Israel, to me, that was an excellent spirited panel for the topic that was being discussed. But the moment that my spirit doesn't jive with something, now I'm being questioned. I just feel like that's unfair. Like I gotta be a full step with something, but with a little something, with a little part of it that I don't happen to jive with, I'm being questioned. When I haven't said anything about that, I just feel like because my focus is towards the kingdom, this focus towards, these reparation crumbs is really a distraction to me. Because I recognize that Yahawah is testing me right now. He has poured this spirit of reparations to test his children. If Yahawah was to come back right now, he would not be pleased with his children. He will not be pleased with the fact that some of his children is being led astray with this spirit of reparations. When he has, talking Yahawah, has so much more in store, has so much greater for us in store. And that's pretty much my point. And I got love for Chris Rob Media TV. I got love for CH38 and Michael Ben Israel. But this is my position, and it still remains. Just want to say, shalom to the entire royal priesthood. And may you continue to seek the Father, where the only means of salvation is through his son, Yahawah. Shalom, family.